So our new book, Selling Lubricants Smarter, is available now. It's available to purchase on Amazon. And I must say, I'm really, really excited about this book. I've done many things through my 3 decades in lubricants, but bringing together, this book for sellers of lubricants, businesses that sell lubricants, it's really something I guess I'm sort of pretty proud of actually. So I wanted to just jump on this quick video just to explain and share a little bit about selling lubricants smarter. So when I started to think about a response to what's going on in the marketplace, this was almost driven from post-COVID. And Rob and I have been kicking around, the buy revolution research, as you know, very significant piece of research, 3 years of research around how do buyers buy. We also had our sales methodology with many tools in it that some of you might have come across and even used, SpanCop as a pipeline and Whopper as pre-call plan. So all of these things in our core methodology of plan, grow and do existed, but that itself wasn't enough. So the idea was to combine the buy revolution research, how lubricant buyers want to buy, with a robust and proven sales methodology, which was our core plan, grow, do methodology. So that was all looking nice and good, and that was kind of a year or so ago. And it was all, I shared it with a few people to read, and it just didn't resonate right, didn't land right. And then we come up with this idea of having almost like a story narrative running through the book. So we could recognize ourselves, right, as sellers, because sometimes these are very academic books, sales books, or sort of not very personal. So we brought in Dan. We brought in Dan Wilder as our hero and our hero's journey. And we broke the book down into 3 distinct blocks. The first one is the collapse. Dan Wilder's reliable habits, they fall apart. And really post-COVID, this digital first market was new skills to Dan. And he really needed to recognize first that the world had changed and buyers had in fact accelerated the journey they were on. So first was the collapse. Second, the reset. From assumptions to evidence buyer-led conversations, Dan needed to drive discipline. He needed to drive discipline into his work. He needed to educate himself with the environment that was today's environment to succeed. So that was the reset. And the third is the rebuild. This is really growing and developing his skills and rebuilding proof over pitch, co-creating value and growing accounts on purpose. So we broke down this journey into those 3 parts: the collapse, the reset and the rebuild. And through Dan Wilder's journey, I hope you read and perhaps reflect on some of those aspects of your job that have changed, some that you excel in today, but some of those that you could develop and improve upon. And my hope is that by buying Selling Lubricants Smarter, a lubricant seller's journey from crisis to success, you'll incrementally improve your sales results. Jump on now, buy it, it's available. And please, I'd love to get your feedback on the book, a review, maybe a LinkedIn post. So remember, there it is. Jump on Amazon, order the book now, and I hope you really, really get something from it.